Hi guys, so this is Lissa. I'm back doing a video blog to you all, and I guess my inspiration for this would mostly be Jesse. I know I'm not in front of a cathedral in Barcelona, but hopefully my bedroom will work for you all. So I guess just looking back on the last 2 years, it's amazing to think of how many classes I've taken, how many things I've accomplished. I guess similar to like what Jesse said is, you know, it's been 2 years. It's just so crazy. Like I can hardly believe it. And I know I was talking to my friends the other day, and we were just talking about how no matter like how hard things get, sometimes it's really good to like take a step back and just realize I've taken 16 college classes. That's insane. I've made it through 16 classes, and like that is just such a huge accomplishment. So I feel like at the end of the day, like if I'm feeling a little bit down and maybe my classes are stressing me out a bit, when I just stop and I think of like how much I've done up to this point, it's just incredible. I'm halfway through college, like who would have thought I'd be where I am today. So I think like that itself is just really incredible. And I guess I've just learned so much. I've grown so much. This year I've actually taken on a few more jobs than I normally would have. I'm trying to just plan more how I'm going to pay to get home and how I'm going to pay for all the things I need at college. And so I found that like if you actually connect with your professors and find out sort of like about if they have kids or not, or maybe you can get a connection through another professor you're close with, it's really easy to get like a babysitting job, and babysitting can just be great. Besides like your campus job, I find that like it gives you time to get off campus and maybe go watch some children at somebody else's house, and I feel like that can also be like a nice homey feeling to be off campus and maybe even watch TV since most of us don't pay for cable on campus. And I just feel like for me, babysitting's been a lot of fun because I have younger siblings. So I don't know if any of you guys have younger siblings, but it sort of, makes you think of them. And I feel like it's sort of like, it feels that little like gap of nostalgia and like that longing for home. It's a good way to make extra money. So I would suggest that as like an extra job almost if you can get that connection. My school has a babysitting club, so I was able to sign up for that. But you should check out if your schools maybe have that. And to all of you guys who are applying to college, I remember how difficult it was. I think like freshmen, I think that I guess my senior fall semester was kind of like a rough time because I was really trying to consider where I wanted to go to college, like what colleges I wanted to go see. I mean, I didn't have a lot of money to go visit all the schools I wanted to see. So I think that it was important to like really visit the ones that you're seriously interested in. Do as much like online, I guess, sort of online, I don't know, cataloging of all the different colleges so you can figure out like which colleges truly like have what you're looking for. But definitely don't not go see a school that you're interested in if it's just because of funding. A lot of schools will offer you a scholarship to come visit them. They'll pay for maybe your transportation, or they'll house you once you get there. So I feel like don't just say I can't afford it, so I'm not going to go visit this school. Make sure you see the schools. It's so different to be there in person rather than to just look at a brochure and be like, oh, this place is beautiful. There's so many schools I visited that I didn't really like once I got there, and I feel like the brochure, it looks so pretty and everyone looks so happy, but sometimes, campus is a very different feel when you're actually there. And then I remember it's kind of the opposite with me and Williams. I got to Williams and I realized just how great it was and how much I liked it. Maybe it wasn't so bad being in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, and I really liked that aspect of it, and I think that I probably would have never gone to school here had I not visited. It's definitely not a place I would have seen myself, but I mean, sometimes that's the great part about visiting places, and I guess really pushing yourself to consider different schools that you might not have ever thought you would attend. And I guess to all the freshmen or I guess all the students who just finished their freshman year and all the incoming freshmen, just good luck with everything. I know sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes there's some really hard days and you're like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Why am I here? And I just feel like don't let those thoughts get you down. It's really easy to just, I guess, sort of just miss home and feel like, I don't know, like everything's just not going well. But at the end of the day, like, you're in college and you're going to make something out of yourself. You have a future ahead of you. And I guess, like, for me, I'm starting to apply to medical school this year. I'm also going to be taking my MCAT in the spring. So I've been really, really studying hard for that and just, like, thinking about where I want to go to medical school. And just some days I sort of just stop and I'm like, it's okay. Like, it's gonna be okay if I don't get into medical school. Even it's gonna be okay if I, don't get into the medical school I want to get into, or maybe fulfill, the dreams I initially had. Because just having a 4-year degree from any institution is gonna be enough to get me somewhere. And, like, I know after this, like, I'm going to be successful. So I feel like don't let it get you down. If, like, maybe life sometimes changes. Your plans will change. Maybe you're not doing so well in those classes you thought that you were going to ace, or you're finding a different passion for something in another class. I sort of had a period my sophomore year where I wasn't sure if I wanted to do medicine anymore, and I really had to take a step back and think about if that was truly for me, if that's really what I wanted to do. And it was a deeply reflective process. But I feel like that's the great thing about, like, freshman year, sophomore year. You can really take a step back and really take the classes you're not sure about and figure it out. And so I, like, encourage you all to do that, to not just say, I want to be a doctor or I want to be a lawyer, and just credit sort of everything else because you know what your plan is. Like, sometimes you know what your plan is, but then your plan veers a little bit. It's not necessarily on a straight set track. So be open to changes and be open to the fact that, like, you might discover you have a passion for something that you never pictured before, maybe knew nothing about before. And just enjoy your year. Enjoy your freshman year. Enjoy your sophomore year. We only have 4 years. So I'm really learning just to, like, really enjoy every day and, like, realize that it's going to pass you by quickly. But live your life to its fullest and experience college to the fullest. Don't limit yourself. Bye, guys. I'll post again soon, a video pretty soon. Alright, bye.